Are your side characters the reason readers are giving up on your story? If you're not sure, be sure to stick around, because today I'm sharing 3 mistakes to avoid when writing side characters. Let's get started. Hey guys, Nour here and welcome back to my channel. For those visiting for the first time, hello! I'm the fantasy author of the novel Divinity Falling. Be sure to subscribe for weekly writing advice videos. So, side characters are sometimes overlooked in the storytelling process. Writers forget that side characters aren't just there for dialogue's sake. They must serve a purpose. So, I want to highlight the top 3 mistakes to avoid when writing side characters, as well as what you should do to make these characters really fleshed out. Mistake number 1, they don't have a purpose. The worst side characters are those who constantly appear on the page, but they don't have anything important to contribute to the story. They're in the background most of the time, doing nothing. They're the character who's always sitting on the sidelines, or who just shows up to say hello to the protagonist and add filler. They don't have many lines, or at least important lines, and they have no purpose. They're just there. They exist as a name on the page. Yeah, about that. Don't do this. Just because they are side characters doesn't mean they don't have goals of their own. Give them a reason to be present in the story. Maybe they're there to share some knowledge with the protagonist, but at the end of the day, they should have a reason to be there. Mistake number 2, their lives only revolve around the main character. You don't want to write side characters who are extra involved in the main character's life, but have no obvious life outside of that. They're always extra invested in what the protagonist is up to and ready to be their cheerleader. But when it comes to them, what are they into? We don't know. What do they do in their free time? No clue. Do they have other friends? No, not really. These side characters are flat and lame, so be sure to give them layers. Figure out what they're into and what they do when they're not with the main character. They should have goals and a life outside the protagonist. Mistake number 3, if they're important side characters, they don't have a character arc. Imagine Ron and Hermione not having character growth throughout the series. That would have been awful storytelling. Obviously, if you have one main character, you can't give all the other characters a full character arc. That's because we could only witness the growth of important characters, and that's the main character. Still, you don't want an important side character to come into the story and remain static the entire time. If you do that, they'll be flat. For example, let's say you're writing a side character who's the love interest of the main character. At the start of the story, this side character should have their own problems. So by the end of the story, you want to have them overcome their problems. Even though you can't follow them around like the main character, you want to give the illusion of a full character arc. Show their development at different stages of the story, and you'll be golden. So that's all I have for you today. I'd love to know, do your side characters add value to your story? And how so? Let me know in the comments. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe. I put out weekly writing advice videos that will take your story to the next level. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media to see what I'm up to from day to day and to chat with me. And before we go, I just want to give a quick shout out to Sarah Frayne, Alan J. Early, and Noah Kovansi for my shout out tier over on Patreon, as well as all my amazing patrons. Thank you all so much for your support. I really appreciate you. And remember, Nour for president.